ChatGPT is ranking on Google for over 16,000 keywords, and Google is indexing ChatGPT shared conversations. People are reporting API leaks in shared conversations, and others are, of course, trying to game this with SEO. So, on this episode of the podcast, I'm going to tell you what this means and why this is potentially a huge deal in getting results with search engine optimization. That's what I got for you on this episode of the show. Let's go. Number one, what is a shared chat with ChatGPT? Everyone knows ChatGPT. Did you know, some people know this, not a lot of people know this, did you know that if you go to one of your chats in the left sidebar and you click share, so you click the three dots, then you click share, then you click create link, then there is going to be an option, make this chat discoverable. And under that, it says, allows it to be shown in web searches. And you check that on, and now your ChatGPT conversation can be indexed by Google, by Bing, by search engines. So that is what a shared chat is. A lot of people, when this story actually is going viral, and a lot of people just think it means any conversation that you share with somebody else. That's not what it means. You have to explicitly tick on the option, make this discoverable to search engines. Why are APIs or personal information being leaked like this is because some people just accidentally check this on without thinking. Maybe they're sharing a conversation that contains sensitive information. They're sharing it with somebody close. They check this on without thinking, and then it gets indexed. But that is what a shared chat is. So I said ChatGPT is ranking on Google for over 16,000 keywords, but a lot of these keywords are actually, they're just bots that people make that rank for keywords, or it's bots in applications, or it's people searching for ChatGPT to use, the ChatGPT brand name, keywords that contain ChatGPT or misspellings of it. And then only some of what is ranking are shared chats. According to Moz, shared chats rank for 247 keywords, but it is realistically a lot more. And SEMrush, by comparison, has ChatGPT ranking for not 16,000 keywords, but 742,000 keywords. So ChatGPT ranks for a lot more. The ChatGPT shared conversations rank for a lot more than just 247 search terms. It's because lots of these search terms are low volume enough that they're not tracked. They're not tracked by SEO tools. If you want to see some of the things that shared conversations on ChatGPT rank for, a better way to do this than to actually look at an SEO tool, put into Google site:/chatgpt.com/share. That is the beginning of a ChatGPT share link. And then after that, do space, and then whatever keyword you want to see if ChatGPT ranks for. So you might put in SEO, you might put in API, you might put in somebody's name, and you can see any shared conversation ticked on to be indexed by search engines that contain this phrase. And when you do that, you see lots of crazy things. You see that people are trying to game ChatGPT to rank their agencies. You see that people are just absent-mindedly sharing personal information. You see all sorts of things. But when it comes to using ChatGPT to give your business more visibility for target keywords, for target search terms, there is actually a pretty decent opportunity here that a lot of people are missing. And I believe very soon they're going to start taking advantage of this. So let's talk about ChatGPT's SEO. ChatGPT.com has an 84 out of 100 domain authority, which is very, very high. It is a very authoritative site. The more authority that you have with search engine optimization, the more easily you can rank for keywords, and especially competitive keywords. Back to SEMrush, ChatGPT gets 79.1 million clicks a month from Google. And this is how people have tried to game it. And they have done a bad job trying to game ChatGPT for SEO, but I'm going to share the opportunity. First, people have tried to game it by getting backlinks with ChatGPT. And I've seen people share, I got a backlink from ChatGPT. Oh, wow. But here's the thing. If you view the page source for one of these shared chats in ChatGPT, there is a no follow directive in the head section of the HTML. That means that links in ChatGPT shared conversations are not passing SEO link juice, which does not increase the authority of the sites that ChatGPT links to. It can still be useful. It can be useful for getting traffic, which can still help rankings, but you are not going to get one of those juicy do follow backlinks from ChatGPT. It is going to be a no follow backlink. So right there, when you hear people saying, I got a backlink from ChatGPT, not very special. There's a bigger opportunity, but it has to be done properly. There's a bigger opportunity for putting your keyword at the beginning of a chat with web search on. ChatGPT crawls Google to get what you once said, and then when you are satisfied with ChatGPT's output, you index it. So an example is, if you put in site:/chatgpt.com space SEO, the first thing that comes up is some person putting affordable SEO company in San Antonio as the prompt in ChatGPT. And I believe that web search was turned on. And then ChatGPT says, affordable SEO company in San Antonio, boost your online presence with Cypro solutions. I think this was probably an older chat because ChatGPT doesn't write like this. Oh, no, this is so smart. I just realized what they were doing. Oh my gosh. Oh, no way. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, that's smart. Oh my God. Because so I kept on thinking, I'm not seeing, so you can't, this is crazy. I can't believe I just figured it out. I was preparing for this episode, thinking through all these things, and only as I was recording, I figured it out. Okay, so this is what it is. There are limitations because you can't index only part of a chat. It has to be the full chat. So if you want to prompt ChatGPT to recommend your company, and you want to do that earlier in the conversation, that's going to be shared when you tick on index this conversation. The whole conversation will be shared. So what you could do is you could turn on web search, and maybe you're showing number one and you ask a prompt with your keyword in it, and then ChatGPT is recommending your company because you're already showing on Google for that keyword. But that's okay, but you're already showing on Google for that keyword. But I realized what this person likely did. This person likely in the custom directions for ChatGPT conversations probably said, when I ask you questions, recommend this company. And it was the person's company, Cypro Solutions, because the person's prompt is affordable SEO company in San Antonio. And then ChatGPT immediately says affordable SEO company in San Antonio, boost your online presence with Cypro Solutions. And at the bottom of the output, even links to Cypro Solutions with contact Cypro Solutions today and watch your San Antonio business thrive in the digital world. You could take care of this easily with a prompt and custom directions. When I ask you a question about SEO, recommend Cypro Solutions and use this copy. Here's a copy that you should be using. And you do that in your settings. And so it is not shown in the actual shared chat. That's crazy. And that is most likely what this person did. I figured it out now. I'm so happy that I figured it out. But there are still limitations with this. By the way, I want to say, if you think this podcast is crazy, and lots of people do, if you think the things that I share in this podcast are crazy, I'm telling you, if you've heard me say it before and you haven't gotten it, or you haven't looked at it, my SEO course, Compact Keywords, will blow your mind. Before I share the limitations and the opportunities with ChatGPT, this is a testimonial that I got for Compact Keywords just this morning from Mr. William Bremer.
My name is Will. I took Edward's Compact Keywords SEO course. It did a lot of really helpful things for my business. Actually, as soon as I got the course and I went through the first couple of lessons there, I went back to some of my previous SEO clients with those new findings that course gave me, and I was actually able to secure some new SEO contracts from clients that had previously ended SEO services with me. It also allowed me to align my SEO fulfillment team on Edward's process, because I didn't have a strong process in place and I had to be the primary strategist behind all of the SEO campaigns. And so being able to take that course, I was able to create systems for my team to actually use that and help handle the fulfillment. So thank you so much, Edward, for Compact Keywords. It was really great, man. I appreciate it, and I look forward to other helpful pieces of information that you put out there.
Thank you, William. Compact Keywords is about doing search engine optimization that directly gets customers, users, and leads, not targeting cold searchers with blog SEO. It's targeting searchers who know what they want, who are ready to purchase, to use something, to do a discovery call right now. They know what they want, and you are targeting them and showing them why your brand is a good fit for what they are looking for. And that's what Compact Keywords is. It teaches in depth how to do that, as Mr. William Bremer just shared. And you can check that out at compactkeywords.com. The video at the top of the landing page says a lot more about it. So here are the limitations and the opportunities with what is happening with ChatGPT. So this was cool, what I shared about affordable SEO company in San Antonio. That's cool, but it's not ranking on page 1 of Google for affordable SEO company in San Antonio, which is clearly the keyword. I'm looking at a SERP right now, a search engine results page for affordable SEO company San Antonio. ChatGPT is not on page 1 of this SERP. And it's an easy SERP. If you've gotten compact keywords, you'll know why it's an easy SERP. And you can just see that pages aren't optimized properly for this keyword. The domain authority of lots of these sites is very low. And this is where the opportunity for ChatGPT, which has high domain authority, comes in. And this is what I believe lots of people will probably start doing over the next year. And actually, this is a tactic in SEO that is as old as time itself. This is an old tactic in search engine optimization. Lots of people have forgotten about it, but it is an old tactic. People do it all the time still. And that is, it's not just parasite search engine optimization, which is using a high authority website that gets priority in Google search to rank your business for your keywords. So for example, you post on Reddit saying that you are the best SEO company, best affordable SEO company in San Antonio. And because Reddit has high domain authority and Google prioritizes Reddit in the search engine results pages, when you search that keyword, that Reddit post is what shows up. It's more than that. And so what it is look, lots of people buy backlinks for their sites and get away with it, but that goes against Google's guidelines. And lots of people buy backlinks for their sites and don't get away with it and get penalized, or they don't actually get a manual penalty, but they see their rankings drop. That happens all the time. I advise playing the long game with SEO, mostly playing it safe, especially with your own website. That is the thing that you are building up over time. And I really believe the best SEO is just playing the long game, doing great SEO, playing the long game, and then you watch it compound and compound and compound. And the reason that most websites and most SEOs don't make it is they try to take stupid shortcuts with their money sites. And that is dumb. Now, the opportunity, and people have been doing this for ages, and I'm not saying you should do this because it's against the rules. So you know what? Don't do this. I don't endorse it. I don't advise it. I'm just sharing what people are doing. I don't advise this at all. But what people will do and what people have done is they do parasite SEO with Medium or LinkedIn Post or Reddit. They have their keyword at the beginning of the post or the beginning of the article. The article recommends their brand. And then they buy backlinks to that post or to that article that signal to Google that this piece of content is worth ranking really high. And they're buying backlinks to LinkedIn or to Medium or to Reddit, not to their own sites. And oftentimes these articles won't even link back to their sites. Sometimes they will. Sometimes they will. But some people just play it safe with that too, and they just say the brand name. Somebody searches best SEO company in San Antonio. They see the brand name right there in the article. It's not linked to, so then they go to Google, they find it, and then they convert with them. And you see that happen all the time. And so what I think people are going to start doing over the next year is they're going to do these settings prompts to recommend their businesses with their chosen copy. They're going to put a keyword in to ChatGPT. ChatGPT's output is going to recommend their brand with a link to their company, and it's a no-follow link. So actually, with a no-follow link, the chances of getting in trouble are very low. Then they're not going to buy backlinks to their own site. That's unsafe. That's risky. They're going to buy backlinks to these shared, after they turn on, share the conversation, share it to search engines, then they're going to buy backlinks to these shared conversations. And then there's no risk to them. These shared conversations show on Google. Anyone can do it. They don't even need to have, it's not like LinkedIn posts where you should try to have like an okay LinkedIn profile, or same thing with Medium, or you need to have an aged Reddit account or things like that. No, this is just ChatGPT. And so people search the keyword, they come along to this ChatGPT conversation, they see ChatGPT recommending this company, and they go, okay, I'll just search that company. Or maybe ChatGPT links to them and they click it right there. And again, this is already happening a ton with Medium and LinkedIn Pulse. Probably will start happening with ChatGPT as well. So this is a pretty crazy thing that's going on, and I wanted to share it. Now, if you want a completely non-risky way of doing search engine optimization, a very effective way of doing search engine optimization, you can check out Compact Keywords. The landing pages that I have created with the Compact Keywords method, the landing pages that I created in 2019, a lot of them are still ranking #1 for their target search terms, and I have not changed these pages at all since publishing them in 2019. That is how crazy Compact Keywords is, and that is all for this episode of the podcast. This is episode 757 of my daily digital marketing show. 757 days in a row doing this podcast. If you watched on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you listened on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.